Imagine standing in your kitchen, the quiet hum of the fridge behind you, sunlight spilling across the counter, and a basket of colorful vegetables waiting to be transformed. You've heard it all before: eat your greens, cook your veggies, get your vitamins. But what if everything you knew about cooking vegetables was only half the truth? What if one small change, hidden in plain sight, could multiply their nutrients 10 times over? Not a supplement. Not an expensive gadget. Just a simple kitchen trick that nature intended, but most of us forgot. Most people believe the secret to health is what you eat. But what if the real secret is how you prepare it? The way you slice, heat, and mix your vegetables can either destroy their vitamins or unlock them like treasure chests. Scientists have proven this again and again. Yet no one talks about it because it sounds too simple to be true. But in the next few minutes, you're going to see how one small habit can turn your everyday plate of vegetables into a supercharged fuel for your body and mind. It started as a quiet experiment in my own kitchen. I used to eat vegetables every day, boiled, plain, sometimes even raw, thinking I was doing everything right. But then I began reading studies about how the body absorbs nutrients differently depending on what we eat them with. I realized my so-called healthy habits were silently wasting up to 80% of the vitamins. That shocked me, so I made a small change. I started combining my vegetables with something most people avoid: healthy fat. Olive oil, avocado, even a spoon of tahini. And what happened next changed everything. The first week, I didn't notice much. But after 10 days, my skin started glowing. I woke up less tired. My digestion improved. It felt like my body had quietly rebooted itself. And when I learned the science behind it, it all made sense. You see, many of the most powerful nutrients in vegetables, like vitamins A, E, and K, or the antioxidants in tomatoes and carrots, are fat-soluble. That means they can't fully enter your bloodstream unless they dissolve in fat. Without fat, you're just washing them away. Here's what the research says: when you eat vegetables like spinach, carrots, or bell peppers with healthy fat, your absorption of certain vitamins can increase up to 10-fold. That's 10 times more nutrition from the same food. Think about that. You don't have to eat more, you just have to eat smarter. And that's the hidden kitchen trick nobody told you. But there's another part of this story that almost no one mentions: the way you cook your vegetables. Most people boil them, thinking they're preserving the nutrients. In reality, boiling causes vitamins like C and B to leak into the water, which usually ends up down the drain. It's like throwing away the good part. The fix? Steam them lightly. Just a few minutes of gentle heat locks in the color, flavor, and nutrients. The less time they spend cooking, the more alive they stay. The real magic happens when you combine both hacks together: steam and fat. Steam to protect, fat to unlock. It's that simple. You can take the same boring bowl of broccoli, drizzle a bit of olive oil, add a squeeze of lemon, and suddenly it's no longer just food, it's medicine. Nature's original multivitamin. When I first tried this combination, I remember feeling skeptical. Could something so ordinary make such a big difference? But my body didn't lie. My energy lasted longer through the day. My focus sharpened. Even my cravings shifted. I wanted real, fresh food. It was like my cells were finally being fed what they had been waiting for all along. Scientists have a term for this: bioavailability, how much of a nutrient your body can actually use. You can eat a plate full of vitamins, but if they're not bioavailable, your body treats them like dust. What you're about to learn next can change the way you think about cooking forever. Let's imagine two identical plates. Same vegetables, same quantity. One is boiled in water for 15 minutes and served dry. The other is steamed for 5 minutes, drizzled with olive oil, and topped with a slice of fresh tomato or lemon juice. Which one gives you more energy? More vitamins? The second one, every time. Why? Because the oil acts like a key, unlocking the nutrients that heat alone would hide. The lemon adds vitamin C, which boosts iron absorption. It's like nature designed these foods to work together, and we've only just remembered the code. The beauty of this trick is that it doesn't cost more money or require any special tools. You can do it right now, in your own kitchen, with whatever vegetables you already have. Just remember 3 words: steam, fat, acid. Steam preserves, fat unlocks, acid enhances. That's the triangle of nutrient power. When I began applying this rule, even leftovers changed. One evening, I reheated some steamed sweet potatoes and added a small drizzle of coconut oil. The next day, I learned that cooling and reheating certain vegetables creates something called resistant starch, a special type of fiber that feeds good gut bacteria. I hadn't planned it, but my body loved it. That was the moment I realized, the kitchen isn't just a place to cook, it's a lab where we can engineer our own health. That discovery sent me down a rabbit hole of research. I started learning that every color, every texture, every scent of a vegetable hides a secret function. Red tomatoes hold lycopene, which protects the heart. Orange carrots contain beta-carotene, which strengthens vision. Green spinach is loaded with iron and folate for blood. But none of these gifts matter if we don't know how to unlock them. Heat, light, and water can destroy up to half their potency. But when used correctly, they do the opposite, they amplify it. That's when I realized this kitchen hack isn't just about fat. It's about synergy. About letting food work the way nature designed it to. Let me tell you a small story. A nutrition scientist once ran a simple experiment. 2 groups of people ate the same salad. One group added olive oil. The other ate it plain. Blood tests later showed that the olive oil group absorbed 300% more antioxidants and over 600% more vitamin A. The only difference was a teaspoon of oil. Just a drizzle. That's the hidden power of synergy, turning ordinary meals into functional medicine. And it's not just about vitamins. Fat also slows down digestion, keeping your blood sugar stable and your energy lasting longer. That's why a salad with olive oil keeps you full for hours while a plain salad leaves you hungry soon after. When your energy stays steady, your body feels safe, and that's when it heals best. That's what real nutrition does. It doesn't shout, it whispers. It works quietly, cell by cell, building a stronger you from the inside out. There's another trick, one that grandmothers around the world somehow knew without any science. They always added lemon juice or vinegar to their greens. It turns out, they were improving iron absorption. Vitamin C transforms plant-based iron into a form your body can actually use. That squeeze of lemon over your spinach isn't for flavor, it's for function. And when you pair it with olive oil, you've just built the perfect nutrient delivery system. I remember one evening, I made a simple dish, steamed broccoli with olive oil, garlic, and lemon. The scent filled the kitchen, warm and earthy. When I took the first bite, it was different. Not just the taste, but how I felt after. My body felt calm, satisfied, and awake. It's hard to explain, but when you start feeding yourself correctly, your body knows. It thanks you in quiet ways, through better sleep, clearer skin, stronger focus. That's when I realized, food isn't just calories. It's communication. This realization made me rethink how I store and prepare every vegetable. Did you know cutting vegetables long before cooking can expose nutrients to oxygen and light, degrading them? So now, I slice them right before cooking, keep pieces larger, and use glass containers instead of plastic. Every little decision in your kitchen adds up. Every habit either preserves life or wastes it. Soon, I started testing variations. Could the same trick work on other vegetables, like tomatoes or carrots? The results were shocking. When tomatoes are cooked lightly in olive oil, the lycopene, the compound that fights heart disease, becomes more bioavailable than when raw. The same with carrots. Their beta-carotene becomes easier for the body to use. Heat plus fat isn't destruction, it's activation. So here's the paradox that few people understand. Cooking can destroy some nutrients, but it can also release others. The secret lies in balance. Not too raw, not overcooked. Gentle heat, quick steam, a kiss of fat, and a touch of acid, that's the formula. Every time you apply it, you're not just cooking. You're unlocking chemical codes your body evolved to depend on. And it's funny how these discoveries bring us back to ancient wisdom. In Mediterranean diets, people drizzle olive oil over everything: grilled vegetables, lentils, even fruit. In Asian cultures, they stir-fry vegetables quickly in sesame oil, sealing flavor and nutrients at once. In the Middle East, tahini and lemon turn salads into nutrient bombs. Somehow, traditional cuisines figured it out centuries before the science did. They didn't count calories, they built harmony on the plate. You see, the modern obsession with low-fat everything has robbed us of that harmony. For decades, we were told to fear oils. But now we're learning it wasn't fat that harmed us, it was the wrong kind. Processed, overheated, hydrogenated oils do damage. But cold-pressed, natural oils from olives, avocados, or seeds, they bring life back to the table. They carry vitamins deep into your cells. They help your brain, your skin, your heart, all while making your food taste better. When you combine that understanding with mindful cooking, you create what scientists call nutrient synergy. It's not a fancy term, it's nature's teamwork. Imagine your meal as a team. The vegetables bring the raw materials, the oil delivers them, and the acid finishes the job. Without each other, the team collapses. Together, they make magic. What's even more fascinating is how your gut responds. When you feed it these combinations, fiber, fat, antioxidants, it starts producing short-chain fatty acids, the molecules that heal your intestines and regulate inflammation. Suddenly, you're not just eating vegetables, you're repairing the foundation of your health. That's the quiet miracle of this trick. I started noticing how my mood shifted too. My anxiety lowered. My energy didn't crash after meals. Science shows that when your gut microbiome is balanced, your brain chemistry follows. Serotonin, the hormone of happiness, is mostly produced in the gut. So when your digestion thrives, so does your mind. Who would have thought the road to emotional balance could start with how you cook your broccoli? One night, as I stood in my kitchen preparing dinner, I thought about how easy it is to miss the small things that matter most. We chase supplements, powders, and miracle diets, but forget the simple truths hiding in plain sight. The biggest transformation doesn't come from something new, it comes from rediscovering what's already there. The humble olive oil, the squeeze of lemon, the gentle steam rising from a pot of green vegetables. These are the real secrets to lasting health. I began sharing this kitchen hack with friends and family. At first, they laughed. "You're telling me a spoon of oil can make my salad a superfood?" they'd say. But then they tried it. Within a week, they felt different, more energy, less bloating, even brighter skin. It's almost funny how we expect health to be complicated, when in reality, it's as simple as allowing nature to do what it was designed to do. And here's something powerful I learned along the way. Once your body starts receiving real nutrients, your cravings begin to change. You stop chasing junk food because your cells are finally satisfied. You stop overeating because your body feels nourished. Real food ends up rewiring your relationship with hunger itself. It doesn't just feed you, it teaches you balance. Cooking became something sacred after that. Every time I wash, slice, and steam vegetables now, it feels like meditation. A way of saying thank you to the earth. Because in those small moments, when you drizzle oil over steaming greens or listen to the sizzle of garlic, you're not just feeding your body, you're feeding your future self. If you try this tonight, don't overthink it. Don't measure, don't calculate, don't count calories. Just follow the rhythm of nature. Steam lightly. Add good fat. Finish with something acidic, a lemon, a tomato, even a few drops of apple cider vinegar. Let the colors guide you. Let the scent remind you that health isn't in pills or powders. It's right there, in the pan, waiting to be awakened. And if you want to go even deeper, try keeping a little journal of how you feel after eating this way for a week. Write down the changes you notice: energy, sleep, skin, digestion, even mood. You'll see that the smallest shift in your kitchen can create the biggest shift in your life. Because this isn't just about vegetables. It's about awareness. When you start cooking consciously, you start living consciously. You begin to notice what your body truly needs. You begin to appreciate the silent intelligence in every leaf, every seed, every drop of oil. You realize that the world has already given us everything, we just forgot how to listen. And maybe that's what this secret kitchen hack is really about. Not just science. Not just nutrients. But connection. A way to reconnect with your food, your body, and the intelligence of nature itself. The kind of connection that modern life keeps trying to silence, but that still lives inside you, waiting to be remembered every time you step into your kitchen. So the next time you cook, don't rush. Slow down. Notice the colors. Smell the earthiness of the greens. Hear the quiet hiss of steam. Let that moment remind you of something ancient, that food is not just fuel. It's information. And when you give your body the right information, it knows exactly what to do. That's the real secret. Not a new diet. Not a hidden product. Just a return to balance, the balance between nature and you. Try it tonight. Steam your vegetables lightly. Add a touch of oil. Squeeze a bit of lemon. Taste the difference. Feel the difference. Let your body remember what it's like to be nourished for real. And when you do, share that moment. Tell someone you love. Because one simple kitchen trick can ripple through families, communities, even generations. This is how transformation begins, not with noise, but with awareness. Not with restriction, but with respect. The secret kitchen hack that makes vegetables 10 times more nutritious is really a lesson about listening to your body, to your food, and to nature's quiet wisdom. And if you've been searching for a place that reminds you of this kind of truth, You found it here. Because at Smart Nature Care, we believe health should feel simple, natural, and powerful. We're here to remind you that nature already built the blueprint for wellness. You just need to follow it. So if you learned something new today, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with someone who still believes healthy food has to be boring. Subscribe to Smart Nature Care for more discoveries like this. Secrets hidden in your kitchen, stories that blend science with soul, and real experiments that prove how simple changes can reshape your health forever. Because the secret isn't really a secret at all. It's been there every time you've cooked a meal, waiting for you to see it, to taste it, to feel it. Steam it. Feed it. Love it. And let nature do the rest.